Alrighty, somebody was just asking me to make a video of my build, so I thought I would oblige. I am currently doing Act 2 bounties for the boots. I don't have them yet, and they will make a huge improvement. With any luck, you'll see why, as I engage a pack and get penned in. I have no means of escape and will probably die.
Beneath the endless tide.
I should warn you, I am terrible at bounties. I have no idea where anything is. I'll be quite happy when I get the boots, so I can never do these again. You might also see me running back to pick up some blues. Those bracer crafts are quite expensive, and at the moment I don't have any good orc-held bracers, which might also benefit the spec quite a lot. As you can probably see on my buff bars, I'm running inners. I've got the inners chest, the inners legs, and the inners weapon. I could quite easily swap that to, I'm going to kill this, nothing to palm. I could quite easily swap that to orc hills and flying dragon. That would free up the legs, so I could potentially run Blackthorn's 2-set with the boots or the legs, or Canes, or even a Captain Crimson's if you wanted to run a CDR build. Put Epiphany in the spec. In terms of gameplay, the spec's quite simple. You just try and keep sweeping winds up for the spirit regen. It's a bit more than 4 per second with Guardian's Path. See if I'm lost already. And as you run into a pack, you grip everything to you. It's pretty standard. Palm as much as you can. And then start dumping your spirit with Mantra of Healing. And the reason I'm using Mantra of Healing to dump the spirit is because it doesn't interrupt your spirit generator attacks, which means you generate more spirit, which means you spend more spirit, and all of the damage comes from spending spirit.
I must wait longer.
A little bit feisty. Obviously I could just equip a Unity ring here and cheat a little bit, but I'll try and give an impression of what this is like when you aren't able to do that. I've also opted to use an Endarials. You could of course use the Sunwuko helm, which frees up the amulet slot if you wanted to use immunity next. I'm also using a Holy Stone of Jordan. Other option would be a Band of Root Chambers. I think the Stone of Jordan does offer a little bit more damage, although the Band of Root Chambers has the advantage of a little bit more survivability from the extra spirit, as you are getting a bit more life per spirit spent, as well as more healing from Mantra of Healing. It's probably not much in it. I'm currently using the Soothing Breeze rune on Cyclone Strike. The only reason for that is to proc the Guiding Light passive, which you might see proccing now and then. That passive is not necessarily an integral part of this build. I think it's very nice, it's a bit more damage, especially if you're in a group. But Transcendence works very well if you've got a lot of health glow bonus. A health glow bonus is very good for this spec, benefits Mantra of Healing shields. In terms of the other skills, I'm using Strong Spirit on Exploding Palm. It's just a huge amount of spirit gain, it's a bit hard to give it up. Using Sweeping Winds for the 4 spirits per second, which is also buffed by Guardian's Path. And with the inner set I'm able to keep that up most of the time. All of the time, if I wasn't being lazy. And Cyclone Strike, like I say, I'm using Soothing Breeze. Mantra of Healing rune is the circular breathing for extra spirit. As I said earlier, spirit means damage. Rising Tide on my Crippling Wave, again, more spirit. Although if I was doing a rift, I'd probably swap that out to Fists of Fury when I equip a Furnace, just for the Rift Guardian. Single target damage in this spec is quite low. Oh, double pack.
I must wait longer. Not enough spirit in my...
And that's what I mean, get pinned in, can't escape. Missing Dashing Strike is quite a blow to this build. I think the Illusory Boots will make up for that, hopefully.
I cannot do that. Brave beneath the endless tide.
It's always one that escapes. Been looking at the 2.1 changes so far. I think this spec still has a lot of potential. I'd probably try to move to a CDR build, pick up a Flow of Eternity and a Madstone. I think the extra bit of kind of immunity from Seven-Sided Strike is going to go a long way in the Greater Rifts. And Fulminating Onslaught, benefiting from holy damage, Flow of Eternity with a CDR build is quite a lot of synergy there, especially with the Fulminating Onslaught applying Palms. So in this current build I would effectively just remove Palm and add Seven-Sided Strike. Might change around some of the other sets. I'd probably look to move to a Orchild's build, possibly pick up new Depth Diggers. Let's wait and see what other new legendaries are announced. As you can see, I truly am terrible at doing bounties. Oh, Sledge Fist. So that's the basics of the spec. In a fairly easy environment, and I still died. As you can see, illusory boots will go a long way. At the moment I'm just using some ice climbers, which aren't really doing very much. Obviously you could use the belt in that slot, either an Inner's belt or Captain Crimson's you could pick up here instead of those. Plenty of options. I think Witching Hour is just very strong, especially with my stacking resist. What else do I have? Ring of Royal Grandeur is pretty standard. Reaper's Wraps I mentioned. In terms of itemization, it's pretty much the same as everything else. At the moment anyway, stacking resist, health glow bonus is very good. Dex, Vit, life percent. There's nothing that out of the ordinary. Obviously Holy Skill damage increases the set bonus damage. I have seen people using physical damage in this build, which obviously then relies on palm damage to do most of the damage, which is great if you're it's basically a bit more support build. And then the set bonus from Sunwuko is kind of like a slight extra rather than being core to the build. Personally, I like it as it is now. Yeah, give it a try, see what you think. Cheers for watching.